hit that water, 225 feet, 25 stories, 75 miles an hour. In 4 seconds, you hit that water. And the impact reverberated through my legs and shattered my T12, L1, and L2. They just popped and splintered inside me. I sat in my room on September 24th writing that note. Only 20% of people who die by suicide actually wrote a note. I wrote that note. Mom, I love you, but you're not always right. Dad, I love you, but stop, stop bringing the office home. This doesn't work. I said to my little brother, he wanted to be a DJ. He was making mixed cassette tapes. And I said to my brother, he'd be a household name, you know? And my sister wanted to make films. I said, you got this, go get it, you know? I said to my best friend, Jay Lewis, you'll find another best friend. It's not how it works. And I put the note in my shoulder bag and the shoulder bag by the door. And at 6 in the morning, I entered my dad's room. And he wears a CPAP machine. He woke up and he goes, Kevin, what's wrong? He had known of my unwell behavior, and he'd known I was diagnosed. He'd known I was on meds. I said, nothing, Dad. I just wanted to tell you that I love you. I wanted to tell him, but as I wanted to tell my dad the absolute truth that I was suicidal and that I was going to go to the Golden Gate Bridge and die, a voice in my head said, be quiet, Kevin. This is inevitable. And I listened. And it led me to take a bus to the Golden Gate, crying the entire time, begging myself to tell the one man who loved me the most in the world on the phone that I was sick. I needed help, but I couldn't. Because as I was wanting to tell someone of my pain, the voices were screaming in my head that I had to die. And it wasn't so much that I wanted to die. I believed I had to. What do you do when that happens and you've never experienced it before? And you have no one to talk to about it, or you feel you have no one to talk to about it. Anyway, it led me to be on that rail. And this woman approaches me from my left, and she had blonde curly hair. She's beautiful, and she goes, "Vil, you take my picture?" And that's when I was like, nobody cares. I think today she was actually trying to reach me. She was the only person that engaged, that interacted, that tried to connect. I didn't see it. And the voices won that day. Where 2,000 people have died, I got to live. And I'm grateful for every millisecond I get to walk and breathe, because I almost couldn't. Like I hit that water, 225 feet, 25 stories, 75 miles an hour. In 4 seconds, you hit that water. And the impact reverberated through my legs and shattered my T12, L1, and L2. They just popped and splintered inside me. And I temporarily lost use of my legs. I went down 70 feet beneath the water surface, and I opened my eyes, and all I wanted to do was live. I swam 70 feet with one breath without the use of my legs as fast as I could, thinking the entire time, if I die here, no one will ever know I didn't want to. And that's what drove me. And in the water, I come above the water and I keep going down. I can't stay afloat. My boots are waterlogged. I was wearing long sleeve clothes, cargo pants. I couldn't stay above water. I kept going down. And I come up one more time. And as I come up and spit out salt water, I think, I'm going to die today. And no one's going to know all I wanted to do was live. And that is when something began to circle beneath me. It was large and very slimy and very alive. And I thought, you gotta be kidding me. I didn't die off the Golden Gate Bridge and a shark is gonna eat me. And I accepted it. I'm gonna die by a shark bite. But it wasn't a shark. It just kept circling faster and faster beneath me. No longer was I wading in the water. I'm lying atop it, being kept buoyant by this thing. It was bumping me up. I was no longer swimming. I'm lying on my back, being kept afloat by this thing, thinking, when is it gonna bite me? I go on a show called Primetime Live on ABC with John Quinones. He does that show, What Would You Do? On the show, I say I thought there was a shark in the water beneath me. People wrote into the show from all over the world. One man's letter stuck out of all the rest. His name was Morgan McWard. Shout out Morgan. He was from Las Vegas, Nevada. He was on the bridge that day with his mother. He was next to me when I jumped. He wrote to me, Kevin, I'm so very glad you're alive. I was standing less than 2 feet away from you when you jumped. It's haunted me until right now watching this show, because no one would ever tell me whether you lived or died. By the way, Kevin, there was no shark, but there was a sea lion. And the people above believed it to be keeping you afloat until the Coast Guard boat arrived behind you. And that's why Herbert is right on my shirt.